Hello everyone, it's Mike Mixon from Keyboardamerica.com here in Lewis Beach, Delaware. Welcome to our Genos Tyros Song of the Week and Buttons class with tricks and tips. And we're certainly going to have some on this week's song, Mr. Sandman. Now, I'm probably going to do a little medley for you because the setting that I used reminded me of another song, The World is Waiting for the Sunrise, but I could not find the music for that yet, so I'll be looking for that in the near future. So real quick, if you enjoy these classes, you can go to our website, Keyboardamerica.com. That's Keyboardamerica, all one word.com. Go to our book bundles page, and you can purchase a book bundle or bundles so you can receive the new music every week with all the settings right on there and all my chord changes and where to change variations and all that good jazz. And remember, on the back of page 1 are all the settings. Now, if you have a Genos, I'll be emailing you the file for the updated registration bank, and also I'm emailing you the style so that you can just load it into your Genos and not have to worry about setting it up for the song each week. So that's something we're doing now. Let's take a look at the music for Mr. Sandman. Okay, so on Tyros and Genos, we're using It's Showtime for the style, and tempo is at 118. Now, up here we're using variation A, and you see I've put some grace notes on the music here, and that's going to be a custom introduction that you guys are going to be playing. So we're not using any of the intros. We're creating our own intro, and you're to play this twice before you start the song. And of course you're going to jump the variation B here, and of course all my chord changes are there with the fingering and the proper notes in what order to play the notes. So it saves you from going to my chord chart with this new thing that we're doing. And if you do want a copy of my free chord chart, just email me at genosmike@hotmail.com, and I'll be glad to send you a complimentary chord chart to anyone. Okay, for those of you who don't have my book bundle, on OTS number 1, I've selected pizzicato strings and vibes and flutes, and you'll know where to find them on the back of page 1, in which section to look for those at. The pizzicato strings is at 127 in volume, and the vibes and flutes are 99 in volume. Now, that gives you this kind of cool sound here. OTS 2, this is going to be where it gets a little complicated, but you're going to love it because you're going to get a repeating sound like this. You can hear that glockenspiel repeating. So we got Theater Organ Mix 1, and that is at 115 in volume. Glockenspiel is at 127 in volume. Now, while we're looking at the glockenspiel, because that's the one that I have the repeat on, all you have to do is hit direct access, go over and hit your harmony arpeggiator button, or on your Tyros harmony echo button. You're going to move it from harmony to echo, and you're going to choose tremolo. Also, hit your toolbar down here at the bottom. You want to make sure that it's assigned to your right 2, which is your glockenspiel, and adjust the speed up to 16. Up to 16 on your speed, and you'll get this identical sound. Just like that. So we'll exit out of there, and we'll go to OTS 3. Now we're only using variation A, B, and C, so we're only going to set up 3 one-touch settings for this song. Now this one I have the same theater mix and glockenspiel on. That's in number 2, but the difference is I wanted a full chord on my theater organ instead of my glockenspiel. So if you hit direct access and your harmony arpeggiator, you see it's on harmony, standard trio, and of course that's on right 1, which is going to give you a full chord So that's what the sound you're going to get there, and I think you're going to enjoy the outcome of that on this video and on this song. Okay, so the intro chord is F major 7 to G minor 7 to C7. That easy. Now, the only other chords in the song here are going to be F major 7 to E7 to A7, hold that little finger down, to D7, to G7. I have an F6, and this is an important one now. We're going to go to D flat, and we're just going to raise the 2 fingers there and then go to C7. So there's the chords there. There is another part where you're going from G minor 7 and there's G minor 7 flat the 5th. So it sounds complicated, doesn't it? But here's G minor 7. Just drop that note down for that G minor 7 flat the 5th, and you're off and running. Now keep in mind, right now I'm in bank 5, songs bank 5. So all of you that have the book bundles get all my registration banks on a thumb drive that we give you. And each week now on bank 5, we're only up to song 4. Each week you'll have to resave the bank 5, and that'll be one file that I'm sending you. And of course you have to go into your styles and you have to save Mr. Sandman under user. Now you always, just a quick tip, you always have to load the user style Mr. Sandman first before you save it into bank 5. So until we run out of songs on bank 5, you'll resave bank 5 every week to get the songs in, because on 1 we have What's New, on 2 we have Sherry, on 3 String of Pearls, last week's song, and on 5 now we have Mr. Sandman. Okay, one tip on this song: turn your autofill in off. It makes this go a lot nicer. Okay, so here we go with Mr. Sandman. Now, of course, if you wanted to do The World is Waiting for the Sunrise, when you ended up here at the bottom, then you would just go into that song. So if I'm doing the And there you go, Mr. Sandman and the World is Waiting for the Sunrise. Okay, so two great songs and a great setting for that reiterating glockenspiel. It does work on other instruments as well, so all you have to do there is go to Echo and put your setting on, adjust your speed for whichever style you're using, and save it right into your registration memory. So until next week, this is Mike Mixon from Keyboardamerica.com here in Lewis Beach, Delaware, saying have a great weekend, keep playing, and see you next week.